Welcome back to Study Smart Australia. I'm your host, Sarah, and today we are talking about one of the biggest issues that international students and working holiday makers are facing right now: student visa extensions being refused. If you are onshore, finishing your 6-month course, or trying to move from a working holiday visa into a student visa, today's episode will help you understand exactly why people are being refused and how you can avoid the same mistakes. And of course, I'm joined by Tom from GTE Experts, the team behind thousands of successful genuine student statements, visa lodgements, and ART appeal outcomes. Tom, thanks for joining me.
Always good to be here, Sarah. And honestly, this topic has become more relevant than ever. Every week we see working holiday makers, vocational students, and university students being refused simply because the application was not prepared properly. And most of these people did not actually do anything wrong. They just did not understand what the department is really looking for.
Exactly. So let us break this down simply. Tom, what is the biggest reason working holiday makers are getting refused when applying for a student visa?
The number one reason is choosing a course that has nothing to do with their study or work history. For example, someone with experience in farming, hospitality, or general labour suddenly applies for an advanced diploma in information technology or engineering. The case officer looks at that and thinks, this does not make sense, this does not look genuine. Choosing a random cheap course is the fastest way to get refused today.
And this ties into another huge reason, which is the genuine student statement.
Yes, this is a major one. Most refusals happen because people write a short, generic statement that does not explain their background, their goals, why they chose that course, why Australia, or how studying will improve their future. Many working holiday makers use templates from friends or the internet. Instead of explaining their real story, they end up with something that looks copy and paste. Officers pick up on that instantly.
Exactly. People think the GSS is just a short description, but it is actually the most important part of the entire application.
That's right. The GSS is your chance to explain your life, your career, your motivations, your long-term plans, your financial situation, your immigration history, your reasons for choosing Australia, your course, your provider, and your academic pathway. If any of those elements are missing or weak, your chances of refusal increase dramatically, especially for working holiday makers. The department is already cautious about visa hopping. If your GSS does not tell a logical story, they assume you're staying for the lifestyle, not the study.
Let us move to current students who are trying to extend their visa. Why are so many students being refused when applying for another course?
There are 5 major patterns we keep seeing. The first is poor academic progression. Students jump from one course to another with no logical plan. For example, business to cookery to automotive, to information technology to civil construction. When an officer sees too many unrelated course changes, they immediately question your genuine intentions.
And the second reason?
Unexplained study gaps. Some students fail subjects, take breaks, run out of money, or stop studying for long periods. The gap itself is not always the problem. The issue is that they do not explain it properly in their GSS. When you leave gaps unexplained, the officer assumes you're not committed to your studies.
What about inconsistent career goals?
That is the third reason. If your educational history and your future plans do not match, the application collapses. For example, someone studying information technology suddenly switches to childcare, or someone studying hospitality suddenly applies for a Bachelor of Accounting. Immigration officers think, why is this person jumping around so much? It looks like the person is choosing random courses just to stay longer, not because of a career goal.
And the fourth?
Not addressing previous refusals. If someone has had a refusal in the past and they apply again without explaining what went wrong the first time, that alone can trigger another refusal. The department wants to see that you understand the past refusal and that you have corrected the issues.
And now the new fifth reason, which is becoming extremely common: English language evidence.
Yes, this has become a major issue in the years 2024 and 2025. Many applicants fail to provide the English language test that is required for their course level, their provider, or their risk category. Some upload expired certificates, others upload documents that are not considered valid. Some think a short English course is enough, and others rely on their agent to upload the correct document, but the wrong one gets uploaded instead. The case officer checks the verification database. If they cannot confirm the score, or if the certificate is not acceptable under the current legislative instrument, the application is refused immediately. In the refusal letter, the officer normally writes, "The applicant has not provided sufficient evidence of English language proficiency under clause 500.213, and that is it. Even if everything else in the application was perfect, the refusal still happens."
And this is such an unnecessary reason to be refused. It's something that is completely preventable.
Absolutely. But people rush. They focus on the course enrolment, payment and health cover, and they forget the English requirement, or they believe their old test from years ago is still valid. It is not.
All right, so let us summarize. Most working holiday and student visa extension refusals happen because people choose a course unrelated to their background. They submit a weak or generic genuine student statement. They have inconsistent study or career pathways. They have unexplained gaps. They fail to address past refusals, and they do not provide the proper English language evidence.
Exactly. And every single one of these issues can be fixed. You just need the right strategy and a professionally written genuine student statement. A strong GSS connects everything: your past, your present, your course choice, your career goals, your finances, your immigration history, your English level, and your intentions to return home. Without that connection, the case officer simply does not believe the story.
That's why we always tell our listeners, before you lodge anything, get your situation assessed properly. And if you have already been refused or you are worried about your chances, please get expert help. Do not gamble your visa.
Exactly. If you need your GSS professionally written or reviewed, visit gteexperts.com.au. It can save your visa.
And that wraps up today's episode. If you are planning a visa extension or switching from a working holiday visa, make sure you understand these risks and avoid these common mistakes. Tom, thank you again for your insights.
Always a pleasure, Sarah, and good luck to everyone applying. Do it right the first time.
Thanks for listening. This is Study Smart Australia. We will see you in the next episode.